All right, we're on Genesis chapter 10. I have not read beyond this point, or I don't remember what happens exactly from here. This is pretty much the part of the Bible that I think most, at least Christians, are familiar with. I don't know what happens next, so I'm excited to find out what happens post-Noah. The last thing that happened is Noah died. It's literally, I'll read the last line here, and then he died. That is how Noah's story ends in the Bible. So we're on chapter 10, and it's called The Table of Nations. Again, interesting wording. I guess this is going to be probably, let me look, I can see some of the structure here, probably going to be kind of like the genealogy chapter, which ended up being pretty fun. I don't know what to expect from this. Could be really boring. Let's find out, and I'm probably going to have to pronounce many more words/names that I am unfamiliar with. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Yep, it sounds exactly like what I said it sounded like. Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. That makes sense because we had to repopulate. The Japhethites. That makes sense enough. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. The sons of Japheth. Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan. That's a name we have today. Tubal. Wait, we talked about these guys. They were part of the genealogy somewhere. Meshech and Tiras. Oh, this is where this starts. Oh, this is not going to be a good chapter. I don't think this is going to be fun. Turn off the video now. The sons of Gomer. So this is the son of Japheth and his sons. The sons of Gomer. Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarma. I don't know. It sounds like Togepi. Togarmah. I don't know how that's pronounced. The sons of Javan. And I'm looking ahead here. We're only getting these two sons' children. We're not getting the other 6 that Japheth had. I don't know why we're only getting these 2, Gomer and Javan. I guess, are the only ones that were relevant. The sons of Javan, Elisha. Hey, that's the first mention of Elisha. He's like it's probably not the same one, but he's a significant character later in the book. Tarshish, the Kittites. That sounds cool. It sounds like kite/kitten put together. And the Rodanites. Actually, how are those? It said these are the sons of Javan. Elisha is a name, Tarshish is a name, but the Kittites and the Rodanites, is that a race of people? This isn't a fantasy book, or is it? Oh, and then parentheses, it says, from these, the maritime peoples, why are these in the word maritime? The maritime peoples spread out into their territories by their clans within their nations, each with its own language. Each with its own language? Come on, guys. They're not inventing entirely new languages with each. Is there an explanation for this? Does someone want to take a shot at it? There's no way they were coming up with the whole languages between clans. Are they just jumping? Is it a time jump? Are they saying eventually they develop their own languages? Or are we just supposed to accept this at face value? What am I supposed to do here? The Hamites, the sons of Ham. If you couldn't guess, Cush, Egypt. This guy's just named Egypt. Cush, Egypt, Put. It might be Put. It's P-U-T, Put, in Canaan. I don't think it's Canaan. I think everyone, people say Canaan. It's got to be Canaan because it's spelled C-A-N-A-A-N, but I think I always heard Canaan. That should be correct. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah. I thought that was an Egyptian god. And Sabteka, the sons of Ramah, Egyptian god of the dead. Sheba and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's back up and explain here. We use, I'm sure everyone knows this, if you want to call someone stupid, you call them a Nimrod. And I think that traces back, I saw some analysis on this in a movie somewhere, or some sort of video content. And Bugs Bunny, I think, calls someone a Nimrod in one of his cartoons, in the Acme cartoons. That might not be the first case, I'm not sure, but I think it was used there for some sort of context where he's like making fun of Elmer Fudd or something. And Bugs used it as an insult. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is how it happened. He uses it as an insult to Elmer Fudd, and then it just caught on in society. Everyone started, if you wanted to call someone stupid, you could call them a Nimrod. So it kind of comes from that. It's interesting. But this guy's just a guy, and I don't know how they're connected. If they, again, throw it in the comments if someone wants to explain that one. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. Yeah, that's the thing. We say it's like to be stupid or to be dumb, but he was actually a cool guy. Mighty warrior. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. Reading this has been a pleasure. You know what? Maybe I will convert. It's just too funny. Okay, he was. I can't even make jokes about this. I have to read the whole thing again. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. Tell your audience, don't show them. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon. We know that one. Babylon's coming back. The Tower of Babel. That's going to be very relevant here in a bit. But they just mentioned they have other languages. So the first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Kelna in Shinar. From that land, he went to Assyria. Hey, that's one of the first ones that we know from modern day, where he built Nineveh. Also relevant later. Jonah's going to come back to Nineveh. We have a childhood song about it. We meaning Christians. Yeah, Nineveh, I think, also exists today. I bet a lot of this stuff still exists today. And I just don't know many of the names or places. But yeah, Nineveh's out there. I found it on Google Maps once. You can look it up. Rehoboth, I don't know what that is. Calah and Resen, which is between Nineveh and Calah. So they kind of tell us, which is a great city. Wait. Oh, which is the great city. Okay, so this was like is or was a specific. It says which is. I thought it's a great, and that's funnier. They're like, which is a great city. It says which is the great city, which is that's fine. You can say that. I guess it was cool. Egypt. Oh yeah, the person named Egypt, the son of Ham. Wait, no. Yes, I thought it was the son of Cush. Egypt is the son of Ham. I'm sorry for being confusing. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtuhites, Pathrasites, Casluhites, from who the Philistines came. Actually, Philistines are a big deal too. They are the people, David and Goliath, when David uses his slingshot and kills Goliath. He's a Philistine. Whenever that happens, I don't know. I think that's Genesis or Exodus. I told you it all happens in here. Hopefully I'm not lying. Casluhites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites, in the stalactites, in the stalagmites. That's not a part of this. That was so dumb. Such a dumb joke, but people are going to watch it. That's the most infuriating part, isn't it? The fact that I'm going to... No, I shouldn't say that. This video probably doesn't have very many views either. I'll be like, all these people are watching. It's going to have like 165 views, which is bad. It's not good. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and one of the Hittites. There's more and more information every time I speak. And of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivitites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, I swear I'm not making this up, and Hamathites. I couldn't make that up. I'm not that creative. Later, the Canaanite clans, so I guess they came from Canaan. He was the one who was cursed. Don't forget, if you saw the earlier video, Noah cursed Canaan. Bad move. Don't let your feelings get ahead of yourselves, boys. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar as far as Gaza. Wow, I guess we've called it Gaza for a long time. Yikes. Another hot subject. Oh, I really hope YouTube doesn't demonetize my video because I'm not saying it again. I'm not going to put that into the audio. And then towards Sodom, Gomorrah, more significant places in the future, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages in the territories and nations. I think that was a summary. It's not saying we're about to say that. Yeah, because the next are the Semites. We got to get through. Wait, anti-Semite. Is that where that comes from? The Semites, Jewish people? From Shem? Oh, man. Yeah, sons were also born to Shem, and the title is the Semites. I did not know that. That's a great connect, and we say anti-Semite today. Wow. Okay, so sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. I guess they have to, we already talked about Japheth. Well, I guess they just say that to show who's boss. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber, or Eber, like Bon Eber. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. So that must be a location. Eber is a location, I think, if my brain is working. The sons of Shem, colon, we're getting hit with the colon again. Elam, Asher, Arphad. These sound like Lord of the Rings characters. Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram. Uz. Let's just use the Uz. Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah, and Shelah the father of Eber. So Eber is a person. The two sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg because his time in the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad. So that's just funny because that just sounds funny. It sounds like Elmo or Alamo. Almodad. That's Davy Crockett, bro. Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jabab. Jobab, Jabab. All of these were sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha toward Sephar in the eastern hill country. These are the sons of Shem by their clans and languages in the territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons. It just continues the same pattern. According to their lines of descent within their nations, from these nations spread out over the earth after the flood. Ugh. Man, it's a walk. But that's chapter 10. We got it.